I'm Arden David-Perrot, and I used to be a professional rugby player, but that's not the only thing that defines me. Every kid's dream in New Zealand is to play rugby in New Zealand. I wasn't any different, so rugby was a constant in my life that I could always go back to in terms of enjoyment as a young fella. And not necessarily having the qualifications out of school or not doing anything in school but failing, started making rep teams. It kind of really first started by the fact that I went to a good club. So I went to Marist St. Pat's and I got really good coaching. So I was what you call a chubby 7 at school, and I was a chubby flanker. Got around people like Brendan Reedy, Ian Potter, Kevin Horan, who just turned me into a front rower pretty much from nothing. And so to eventually go on and to make Wellington Colts and then New Zealand Colts, playing professional rugby, getting paid to play rugby, representing your province, was mind-blowing, so it was just a dream, really a dream come true. It took everything, okay, so I was willing to do whatever it took. I needed to know how to set goals, so I researched that. I just found the biggest, baddest guy in the gym, and I said, what do you do? Bench press, squat, key lift, deadlift. I said, what do you eat? I said, I want to look like you. I eat chicken, I eat broccoli, I eat all the stuff that's necessary, and all the unnecessary stuff you have to push out. What does sacrifice actually mean? A lot of young guys can pay lip service to sacrifice. I had no other option. I had no other option but to succeed. And because of that, it allowed me to make a career in rugby. It allowed me to grow a mental strength, and it made me develop it earlier. But what I think about it is, if I didn't have that circumstance, if I didn't have that necessity, then I don't know whether I would have had the drive. But I had to make it in rugby. I had nothing else. So for me, it was do or die. People often ask me what my 13-year-old self would think about me playing professional rugby. And to be honest, as a 13-year-old, it was probably the last thing on my mind. When I was 13, I was unfortunate to experience one of my parents spending some time in prison. And it was kind of really the only thing that was on my mind at the time.